What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video in my must have Miss Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages that I follow to get up all this makeup knowledge. And lastly but certainly not least, I have all of the items listed and linked down below. If there is an asterisk behind that link, that means that it is an affiliated link. I would appreciate if you shop through that link. That gives me a little something something. Otherwise, feel free to copy and paste the name of the product that I have down below, and most likely you will find the product available on the sites that you would like to shop. I did record this look. I am not confident that I'm going to be able to put this up on Saturday, but if I did, I will have it linked down below. If I didn't, I'm gonna push my schedule around so that this tutorial goes up sometime this week. I don't really know, but I'm really liking it. It's a witchy vibe, so wearing my hat today kind of just worked out perfectly, and my product is still drying in my hair. You know, it is what it is. We gonna rock with it. I always try to start these videos off with me discussing any products that I was really excited or interested in picking up last week and telling you guys basically if I did. I picked up one product. I didn't even realize that this was a part of it. So funny enough, so the KKW fragrance, I just kept thinking about it. I got a $10 off coupon for the brand, and their fragrances are only $40. And if I distinctly remember correctly, the way that this brand launches and releases their products at Ulta, they release only the whole bundle. I did not want the whole bundle. I just wanted one particular scent. I did do quite a bit of research on YouTube through a plethora of people, and it's quite interesting because a lot of people do first impressions. In fragrances, I need more than that. So anyways, I picked up the one that I was interested in, which is caramel orchid. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. I'm really hoping, but we'll see. The other ones I did not pick up, but that, you know, I mean, if I really like the one that I got, maybe I'll pick them up. But that was the one that I particularly really wanted to try the brand off. Everything else I didn't pick up, and I actually decided to just completely pass on the Tammy Tenuka product. I was really excited because it was so bright and colorful, but then I've been going back and watching my videos, as I said multiple times, and I noticed that I wasn't even really feeling the formula like that when I had the one that I have. So I'm not gonna get that. Everything else I either am just gonna push back to pick up another time, or I'm just not gonna pick up any at all. I did already pick up all of the products that I'm gonna be buying in the month of January. I did not buy anything from main retailers other than the palette for you guys for that giveaway, which will be ending like tomorrow or something. It ends on the 31st. Pick it or enter if you would like. If not, no worries. I just need to get a Z palette so that you guys can put the products, that the single shadows, in a Z palette, which I'll get from Ulta eventually. So I'm not too concerned about that, but the actual physical palette just came in from Sephora today, so that's cool. But other than that, all of the products that I picked up, and I do believe I picked up 3 eyeshadow palettes, were all picked up through third-party resellers, and I did that because I got products that are no longer available in store that I've wanted by a formula that I have grown to really love. So anyways, you guys will see them in either the haul that I have coming up soon or in the next haul, but you guys will see them. So I think there's one other makeup news item, and actually 2. We're going to talk about 2 makeup news items really quickly. One, I did post this on my community board, and a lot of people were excited about this one, and then also the other one that I'm going to put down below. These are 2 products that are 2 discount codes and stuff that I put on my community board. So I hope if you do want products from these brands that you subsequently are able to get them on discount. I decided to pass on both discounts though, just in case you were wondering. Last makeup update is the fact that Fenty Beauty is apparently going to be coming into Ulta. I really like that. I feel more comfortable in like the parking situation and just honestly in Ultas in general. And the Ulta in near me, like I said, I just prefer it. So I do tend to go to Ulta more regularly than I do Sephora, unless there's like a particular product that I have to get and it's only at Sephora. So either way, I would be excited if she does. I will say this, I haven't picked up many of her new launches. A lot of her stuff just has not been tickling my fancy, but I'm still excited if she were to come really in Ulta. Alrighty, so Co, I believe is the brand's name, is coming out with a Poison Ivy eyeshadow palette, and it's a mix of 12 mattes, shimmers, and 2 pressed glitters. It is $18 and it should be available by the time of this video because it launched on January 26th. Had they not had the pressed glitters, I think they would have had even more interest, particularly from me, but just in general. For this palette, it is a beautiful color scheme. I like the variety of shades and the undertones and the vibrancy of each of the shades. That's really where you're going to get the more unique niche audience, or not even that. That's really where you're going to get more people to pick up from you, is if you get like different undertones and different vibrancy levels in a palette, not only just the textures as well. So for me though, I'm going to pass because like I said, I don't do pressed glitters. Iconic London launched 2 Silk Glow duos where there is a blush and highlighter combination. It looks like they did one for more lighter complexions and one for darker complexions. I am not particularly in love with any of these products, although I will say the blusher in the Coral Glow duo looks really, really pretty. That said, I have coral blushes like that either already have a luminosity in them or that I can throw a highlighter together. I did just recently pick up my highlighters for probably the year, honestly. I don't really want to get really into buying a lot of highlighters, but I did just pick up 2 highlighters. So for me personally, this is going to have to be a pass, but really pretty pretty colors, and I'd be interested to see like what people say, but I'm just not going to be picking it up personally. Hollow Taco is coming out with another collection for nail polish. My nails are atrocious right now. I will be working on those probably after this video actually. And she's coming out with 3 toppers and 2 solid matte shades. I do have a couple of her solid, this is a topper. I do have a couple of her solid matte shades, and I will say they are super opaque. I don't find them to be overly thick, but they are thick nonetheless. All of her brushes do come with that smaller kind of standard brush. I believe she has on her website though the availability for you to pick up paddle brushes, so in case you are more into that. Either way, I think I'm going to pass on all of this. If let's say I was making order because there was one product that I just had to get from her range, I would pick up that navy blue, but that's after making sure that I don't already have a navy blue that is super comparable to that one. Then we have the Nomad Cosmetics Lodge palette, and I want this palette. I do. I want it so bad. It is the inspiration behind my eye look today. And you guys, like I said, either before this video, the day before, or maybe the day after, I don't know. It just depends on how I can do with my editing around my schedule. But I can't do it right now. I am trying to limit the amount of products that I'm bringing in because I do want to not only hit my goals of my eyeshadows, but also just make my collection look more used. And so that's why I decided to kind of shop my collection a little bit to create a look that I feel is very much inspired, but I also could have created with this palette. Beautiful palette, and I've heard nothing but great things. But you know, between the fact that the brand has such a big network, I feel like now, of people that they're giving PR, specifically the people that I follow on YouTube. So I've seen so many videos already pushed out. Granted, I don't think I've seen anybody of my complexion pushing out a video, but I honestly haven't actively looked. And I'm gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to pass right now. That could change in the manner of a couple of weeks next month. I may decide this is the product that I want to pick up for this month, and I will. But for right now, I just can't afford to do it, and I don't want to push the limit, so I'm not going to. Beautiful palette though, if you didn't get that impression from me. Colourpop has come out with their Valentine's Day collection, and so it's called the Secret Admirer collection, and they have an eyeshadow palette, they have a powder, blushes, they have lip creams, a hairbrush, hair clips, shimmering body powder, and shimmering oil from their Soul Body line. And then also Fourth Grade Beauty is coming out with the Good Together duo, which are like a lip scrub and like a lip moisturizer or something. I think that this looks okay, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like pink and red for Valentine's Day. Groundbreaking. Let me know if you know what movie that's from. One of my favorites, actually. But like, really, like, I don't see any uniqueness in this color scheme at all. And the fact that although it is cute that they have the heart-shaped pans, then that takes away the idea of creating your own color scheme, because those two pans are very much unique to this palette. So you can't take those out and put them in a different Colourpop palette, because there's no other heart-shaped pans in the other Colourpop palettes. So those kind of knock that off. I don't need any lip scrubs or moisturizers. No, I'm not trying to bring in any lip products, so that's easy pass. I can't use that brush for my hair. Pass. Body oil, chow bye. The two things that they could have got me for are the blushes. Now for me, I think Colourpop missed a unique and just perfect moment for them to launch a new formulation where they have cream blushes in these compacts. I think that would have been really, really pretty. Apparently last year around this time, they launched a very similar range of powder blushes in these compacts. So I think build on yourself, right? So last year you had that. Why not bring out the same range you had last year for those who did not pick it up last year, and then bring out a new range of cream blushes to go with that. I don't think off the top of my head that Colourpop has cream blushes in their range. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't really pay too close attention to Colourpop, but I just think they literally, they missed the mark there. And then the highlighter, it's just too big of a compact. I've decided certain things are just not going to be purchased by me depending on the size of the product, and that's not going to work for my storage, so I'm not going to even try. So for all of those reasons, that is going to be a pass for me. Something that I am definitely going to have on my list to pick up next month, I'm very, very excited to potentially get this, is the Nocturnal palette. Now this is going to be opening up for pre-order on Sunday the 13th of February at 8 a.m. EST. Between one way or another, I'm most likely going to be awake, whether it's for work or just because my body loves to play me and wake me up super early on my days off. I really like this palette. I do. I really like this palette. Now, are these the most unique shades, things that I don't already have in my collection? No. No, they're not. But I think what makes this brand's products so unique are their textures that they provide in their metallics. They're not textures that you see or I see everywhere. Even looking in my indie brand collections, not a lot of brands that I have right now have this types of textures on their shimmers with as good of a quality in mattes. So for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. I'm really, really excited. It looks like it's going to be $54, which is about the price I believe that I paid for their Christmas palette. and that was smaller. So really excited. This has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shadows, and yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully I'm able to get in one of the first few orders in that pre-order, because then I'll be one of the first few people to get the palette, and hopefully I'll remember by the time I get the palette that I ordered it. But I think that's definitely going to be one of the makeup products that I pick up next month. Urban Decay is coming out with a new product, and this is an eyeshadow palette and a mascara, and the eyeshadow palette is called the Wild Greens eyeshadow palette. It's boring to me. It's boring to me. There's nothing else about it. It's boring. The mascara is probably good, but nothing that I really need. So it's going to be a pass for me. It's going to be a pass for me. Nomad Cosmetics is coming out with 5 skin tone eyeliners. Now I find it interesting they're calling these skin tones, because one is literally an olive, like mustard. I don't know of anybody's skin tone being that color, but okay, cool. But either way, I think that these are really nice. I do have one eyeliner from them and I do like it. It is a nudie shade, but as previously Makeup Struggles, now Shay 65, said when she was doing makeup tutorials, I would wait until these go on sale. I did, and I think it was definitely worth, you know, the $5 or whatever that I spent to get that liner. So Klarity Cosmetics is coming out with a new palette. So I think they talked about it last week, and now we see the full thing in better pictures, and we also have swatches. Once again, I think this is a really pretty palette, but the idea that all of the mattes are so dark and sultry, don't get me wrong, I can rock a dark and sultry look, i.e. today. Okay, today's look is dark and sultry and I'm loving it. I am here for it, but I just don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to. The pans are really big. A lot of people say they are very reminiscent of Give Me Glow, and yeah, I like Give Me Glow's shades, but like, yeah, it's gonna just be a pass for me. So Slade by SHEA Beauty is coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. It looks quite neutral. There are 12 shades that include mattes, shimmers, and glitters. I did not know it included glitter. Now that I look at the close-up, I can see the glitter is probably that red shade. It's gonna be a pass for me. I think otherwise this would have been a really pretty palette, and maybe something that I would have picked up. But then again, for me right now, I'm trying not to really actively try new brands. I don't mind if I do, but I'm trying not to like say, oh, this is a new brand, I gotta try it. No. If the product is something that I feel is a good purchase for me that month, then sure, but otherwise, no. Sydney Grace. So they, last week I talked about their, what is this palette called? Their Valentine's Day collection. They're our new, their Be Mine palettes. So they came out with 2 Be Mine palettes, and now we have swatches. We have them on Legally Black's skin tone, and they look really nice. I will say I kind of actually, weirdly enough, like the variety in mattes with the lighter one than the darker one, but I also probably would be smarter for me to just get the darker one. That said, it is a really nice color scheme, but it's not something that I'm running for. If I happen to be on Sydney Grace's website and, you know, I need something else, I would throw that in there and probably still get a lot of enjoyment from it. But I don't feel the tickly kind of excitement for picking this product up. And as I said, I already got 3 products last month. I may or may not get another 3 products in February, so I don't want to kind of force it. And yeah, it's pretty much that. DJ Unique Boutique. So I recently talked about her brand, I think in just my what is it called, in my palette collection and declutter video, and I was saying how I didn't think that she had actually come out with anything new lately. Well, it looks like she's come out with the quad. They're neutral quads where you get 3 mattes and 1 pressed flaky. They're $20. It is a new formula for the brand, and she also came up with 2 nail polishes. All of that is cute and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass personally. Cosmetics has come out with a new collection. This is called their Masterpiece Collection in Divine Skies. It looks like that is the shade that they're going for. I think that this brand is just not meant for me. None of their products ever look like they're gonna work on somebody of my complexion, and I'm just not the person that's gonna sit here and force it anymore. So easy pass for me on that. Cute looking collection. It looks basic and neutral, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna love it and it's gonna sell out, but no thank you. Kylie Cosmetics has also come out with the Valentine's Day collection, and this one includes the plethora of products: eyeshadow palette, highlighter, lip products, cream blushes, you know, eyelashes. I think what could have made Kylie's palette, so her palette is a very interesting color scheme. She has like some mustardy shades, like a muted camel shade maybe. It's very interesting, and I think it could have been just a little bit more, and then maybe she would have potentially got me, but this is not interesting enough for me, so I am personally going to pass. So a brand that I was actually going to consider, ooh, I need to itch my head. So a brand that I was actually considering, you know, trying for the first time this year because I was so excited and interested in their first palette is Simply Posh Cosmetics. So Simply Posh Cosmetics just showed us their Simply Peonies eyeshadow palette, and this is a really pretty palette. This is definitely a muted color scheme, muted greens, mustard shades, mauves, purples, peaches. It's a beautiful color scheme, even some browns in there as well, but I think I'm gonna pass. I think I am, for a couple of different reasons, right? So I have personally not seen any reviews on this brand yet. There are 6 duochromes and 12 mattes in this palette, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to click all the boxes for me. I think if anything, their first one definitely did that, and you know, I don't know, I don't know. I think the first one, those undertones were just so unique and just so interesting, that I would have picked it up if I could have. But maybe in the future I'll be able to. But for right now, that's okay. Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is coming out with some more products in her lip range, in the liquid lipstick and the lip liners. She also is coming out with a sharpener and a lipstick remover. I have still not tried the brand at all, so I don't know the formula of any of these products. I don't know if they're good, they're bad, whatever. I have no idea, and so for me, I'm gonna pass, not only because of that, but also, like I said, I'm really trying to actually go through my lip products. I find that I do have some really good formulations in my collection, but I also have quite a few duplicate shades, and that's not a bad thing, but I feel in a range or a section in my makeup that I don't feel as much variety is necessary anymore. I do want to slowly just go ahead and curate that. So for me right now, lip products is just not something that I'm interested in. Milk Makeup just showed this. I happened to be scrolling on, I think, Instagram, and I saw this and I was like, what? A new liquid bronzer? Sign me up. And so that was my normal natural reaction. There are 3 different shades. The darkest shade does look like it could definitely work for me, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see people review this, but I am not going to be one of those first people. I had access to pick this up pre it launching officially on the website for everybody because I am rouge, but I just decided to sit back. Why? Because I've already bought my 3 products for the month of January, and you know, I'm trying to be good. I am. So I put this on my loves list. I'm gonna watch reviews and see how it goes. I also didn't realize that this brand has now cream blushes, and I believe also cream highlighters in the same kind of packaging. So I would like to kind of get some more information about those products, and maybe in the future pick up one of everything and just try this range from the brand in general. Shroud Cosmetics, which a lot of people know them because of Beaty doing collaboration with them for the It's Freaking Bats palette. They are coming out with 4 new matte shades, which I believe are going to be single, or you can get bundles. Yeah, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so they're coming out with 4 single matte shades, and these are all very, very interesting shades. I would say very interesting undertones, and most likely unique, maybe for my collection and just people in general. But you can get these in a variety of different ways. So you can get them $6 each if you only want 1 or 2. You can get $20 for the matte bundle, but you can also get $30. If you spend $30, you can also get the matte bundle and then the shimmer trio bundle. I have no idea what this shimmer trio bundle is. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably, yeah, it's probably this. So this is the moon, what is it called? The Moonfall eyeshadow trio, and they're 3 deep, dark, sultry metallics. These are pretty, and those would really work with those mattes. I'd be interested to see, I would. These are really interesting shades. I know I already enjoy this formulation. So I will put this in the back of my head. I will put this in the back of my head and potentially pick up both bundles. I would be interested in both of them. Beauty Bakerie has now, oh, it's not launched yet, but it's almost time. So it's available on February 6th, their skincare range, which feels like it should have already been out by now based on when they sneak peeked it originally. But they're showing that they have a facial cleanser, a facial moisturizer, an exfoliating facial product, a toner, Kojak sponges, a grocery bag, and yeah. Okay, I think it's cute. I'm sure so many people are going to do reviews. I am a very finicky person when it comes to my skincare. I buy certain things once and then never buy them again. Sometimes I buy things that are extremely expensive. Sometimes I buy things because they're cheap. And I'm unloyal, completely unloyal when it comes to skincare brands. So if somebody is highly raving about something, maybe, but I'm not going to be the person that's going to buy the whole range. I don't need a whole range. I only need 1 or 2 products when the 1 or 2 products that I already have are running out. So yeah, Neon MUA looks to be doing a collaboration with Drenched, what is the brand? Drenched Cosmetics. And so we've seen the product now, and it's interesting. It's very big, like not big as in size, but length. It's quite long. I've not tried Drenched Cosmetics before, and there are 16 shadows in this palette. There are a variety of shades. You could definitely do some neutral looks, some cool tone looks, both purple and tealy. I think it's an interesting palette, but since, like I said, I don't have any experience with this brand, and I'm trying not to just, ooh, it's a new brand, let's pick it up. I'm gonna actually go ahead and pass on this, but I'm sure there are gonna be plenty of reviews for those who are interested in this product, so just wait on it from the YouTubers to descend. Something that I thought was interesting, and I did not realize Tarte was in the hair care market, is that Tarte Cosmetics released the Dab and Go, and this is the 10 seconds to fuller, thicker looking hair. You just dab and go to get full coverage cream to powder hair concealer, and it's basically used to touch up people's roots, to fill in thin aging gaps, all of this stuff. And I I was just like, what? I didn't know this was a thing. Like, I didn't know this was a market, honestly, but it's just interesting. That's all I gotta say. It's just interesting, but not something for me, child. If my hair is thinning, if I can't fix it with natural products, it just ain't gonna fix. It's just not gonna fix. The last product that I want to talk about is Natasha Denona's Valentine's Day collection. So this has been out in Europe for like, I think low-key like a month or something crazy like that, but it just released in Northern America, and well, US, let me be more specific, I guess. And I've never been a huge fan of these smaller palettes, and I am never a huge fan because, one, you can only really do one look in my opinion, but also I find that the shadows aren't deep enough in these small mini palettes to really get the type of depth that I would want. And so, funny enough, I actually did watch Natasha Denona's video where she was showcasing this palette on a darker skinned model, and I see how she gets her dark looks, and the advertisements are just clutch because they don't necessarily show that she's using like these eyeliners to deepen up the area so that the powder that is brown, that's supposed to be so deep for people of our complexion, really shows up. No, she's using an eyeliner and then she's sticking that shadow there so that it looks deeper. Like, anyways, I got you. I got your number now, sis. But either way, these mini products are just not for me. I like her $65 pan palettes or just the $129. Those are the two sizes that just work good for me. I get a nice variety, a depth level, all of that automatically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the only thing that I was interested in, potentially two products, right? Two products that I could potentially see myself putting on my list for February, which are the Shroud Cosmetics bundles, the what was the other thing? The Nocturnal palette from Glaminatrix, and of course the Nomad Cosmetics palette as well. And then, you know, eventually I'd probably throw in the Milk Cosmetics product just for kicks and giggles at that point. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I need to lay down and curl up. I am not feeling the best right now, so I just wanted to get through this video, get through these filmings, and hopefully I can film again tomorrow for the rest of the week. So that's it. Don't forget, like I said, to go ahead and enter that giveaway. It's not going to be the biggest giveaway in the world, but it was just a little something that I wanted to give back to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.